Councillor Holloway, the bin problem, where are we with the bin problem? How far away are we from solving this?
I don't want to make promises at this point, because I can't give a definite date as to when I think that it's going to be resolved. The team are working extremely hard to get it sorted. They're working day and night. The crews are working to learn their routes. They're coming back and speaking to us if there are any issues. We're sorting those out. But I can't give an exact date, and for that I am really sorry to residents. I want to apologise again for those residents who aren't receiving the service. I know it's little comfort, but we really are working hard to sort it out.
When you say you can't give an exact date, it's now July 10th, August the 1st, November the 1st. Why do you seem reluctant to give an exact date?
I'm reluctant because if I give an exact date and it passes, then I really don't want to break a promise. I do think it will be sooner rather than later. I really do. We said initially that there were going to be a few teething problems, and I'll be honest with you, that has gone on longer than anyone had forecast. But we will be working very hard to get it done, and I would say sooner rather than later. But I won't lie, I want residents to really bear with us. They have been fantastic. I know we've been causing problems for many residents, but please just bear with us.
Are you upset about this or angry about this, or both?
Both, to be honest. This isn't the service that residents want. I don't want this service. I think everyone can agree that this isn't the service that Thurrock residents want. We do provide a good service. We provide the 3 bins every single week on the same day. That's our aim. And unlike other areas in Essex and across the country that have had to move to fortnightly collections, we're not doing that. We've listened to residents. We know that they want 3 bins, and we want to keep that service.
We turned up to a briefing with yourself, officers and communications officers regarding this a few months ago. Is there anything you would do differently in the planning of this? Is there anything you do differently in the planning of this, I think is my question.
I think a lot went into the planning of this. It was over a year in the making, and I think in hindsight, obviously, I think hindsight is a wonderful thing. We did do a lot of testing previously, and some of the testing that went absolutely fine has turned out, when you're doing the route day in, day out, has caused a problem. Probably on hindsight, we could have said that the problems are going to last longer than they actually are. We could have said, look, we think that it's going to last this long, but it may last longer. But at the time, obviously, we thought that that wasn't actually going to happen.
What is the communication system? Some people simply sound off, as they're entitled to on social media. Some people actually write formal letters to the council. When somebody writes a formal letter to the council, what's the communication stream? What happens next?
Well, as you said, there's various means of getting in contact with the council. We've tried to be as open about all the issues that are happening, Facebook and Twitter and the council website, and via the media as well. But people are getting in contact via all of those means, and they're contacting their councillors, they're contacting us, via letter, and they are, hopefully we can resolve their problems before it has to go into a formal stage of complaint. And I think we are resolving those problems. When someone says their bin isn't collected, we're trying to get out and make sure that it is.
The Tories are making hay out of this, aren't they? You really have almost set up a perfect scenario for the Thurrock Tories. Is that right? You must be pleased with that.
Obviously there has to be a political element in everything. For me, I really do think that it's very difficult to make this a political issue, because I don't think that the Conservatives could have done anything differently to the way that the plan was rolled out. Apart from the decision to make the saving initially, there really was not much that they could do. Of course they're going to make a hoo-ha about it. It's their job as an opposition to criticise and to make sure that we're doing this right. And frankly, it's not just the Conservatives. People in the Labour side are not happy either about how long it is taking, and that's why that's why we're going to get it sorted. But the Conservatives will of course have to issue press releases and make more of it.
So just to conclude, so you can't give us a definite date, but can you even give us a sort of window when this all might be completed?
I can't, no. And I know that's going to upset a lot of people and a lot of residents. I'm not happy about it, I assure you. You know, I live in Thurrock. You know, the disruption is affecting me and people on my street as well, and it's going to be sooner rather than later.